Yo, it's Jumpman T with Twisted Torch TV. I'm back again with my boy KSTYLZ. What it do? What it do? Shouts out to AFN Nation. We had to give y'all a little heat before, we get started on this Saturday night. Hey, I hope everybody's enjoying All-Star Weekend in Atlanta. We all stay in Atlanta, so we already know the city gonna be lit. Shouts out to y'all, man. Stay safe. But shouts out to my boy Kstlyz and Mad Mike for getting on the show with me today, man. We got some hot topics we was supposed to discuss yesterday, but we into it. Let's get to it. Introducing to my right. Speak to me, brother.
Hey, they already know by now. It's your boy Just Kstlyz, the six man, the fat man, the beer man. Hey, I'm just here chilling over here with my boy Twisted Torch. Hey, make sure y'all thumbs up and like this thing already before we get it going. Hey, I see the people in the chat. I got the new camera. Let's get it.
Mike, what it do, man? Tell the folks what's good. What's goody?
He got to make a grand. Oh, I'm about to say he about to make a grand entrance over here. But
well, let's get into the shout out some people real fast. YMOF Jamal 05, what's good? Asia Green, Thornton, Fred Moe Jr., Blake Grays, Michael Walker, Reggie 2K. What it do? Tony Wright, what's popping, gang? Let's get into it, man. We want to do a little something since free agency is starting up this month. We want to discuss some hot topics. We're going to discuss some people that we think were good free agent signings, bad free agent signings, and a little bit of legend talk. So let's go ahead and get into our first one. What players were great free agent signings for the Atlanta Falcons from 2010 to 2020? I know you got something cooking over there, Kstlyz.
I gotta let you pop it off first.
You want me to pop it off?
Let you go ahead and pop it off, man.
My first one, man, I'm sure y'all all know it has to be Alex Mack. Alex Mack was a key contribution to this offensive line. As you may know, from 2013 to 2015, Matt Ryan literally had to deal with terrible snaps. Oh my God! I remember in 2013 versus the Panthers. The center hiked it all the way over his head, and it went back 20-some yards. That was so crazy. We had a chance to win the game. We literally ended the game like that and lost to the Panthers that year. That was pathetic. But I see all y'all putting y'all favorite free agents. They might be on the list. We might discuss them, but my first one has to be Alex Mack. Just the way that he was able to make the line be so much better. Calling out calls, making sure that the O-line, the whole group, working in unison, making sure no blitzes come in and out, and giving Matt Ryan time to be a successor, man. But who's your next one, bro?
Hey, I'm gonna go in the same category that you going, but I'm gonna go with Chris Chester.
I like that one. The
reason why I say that, man, because since Harvey Dahl had left, we hadn't had an offensive lineman that was kind of nasty in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Chester was kind of that old school type offensive lineman. Like he would be ready to bust your ass whenever you can.
Trays do count, by the way. Yes, trays do count. If they've been on the team longer than 4 years, it counts. But go ahead, K-Style.
But Alex Mack and Chris Chester, you wasn't getting up the middle.
For sure.
You wasn't getting up the middle on those two. Because, like you said, Alex Mack was the smart one. He been in Cleveland so long. No, was it Cleveland? Was it Cleveland? I'm trying to make was it Cleveland?
He was been in Cleveland.
Because I always get him and Eric Wood mixed up sometimes. But, yeah, when he was in Cleveland, he had to deal with protecting trash for so long. So he had to be smart. And then you add that grizzled guy next to him. That was a dynamic duo right there in that offensive line. I'm going to just leave it with that.
All right, so my next one, of course, is Tony Gonzalez. Played 5 years, 80 games, 603 targets, 409 receptions, 4,100 yards, 35 touchdowns, 270 first downs. And one of the keyest stats, 0 fumbles. Like that's tough to do in general for an offensive player, running back, tight end, receiver, to not fumble at all. That shows he has strong hands and he keeps the ball tucked tight when he's running. He was good with Matt Ryan's progression, man. Like Matt Ryan was able to see the field better. He knew what Tony G was going to be. They had good connection. They were able to be best friends off the field. So Tony G was a good person as far as making the offense better. I'm sure he expanded Roddy White's game, Julio's games, Harry Douglas' game, just on how they were running their routes, just how to know where to be. If it's 3rd and 10, you go 2 yards more in your route, come back. 3rd and 12, you know what I'm saying? So that was something that Tony G was good. He was a good mentor, leader, and a phenomenal athlete. It's plenty of games we saw him mossing people, jumping up, double coverage. Plenty times versus the Saints, double coverage tight touchdowns up over the middle of the field. Like, that's just crazy. So Tony G has to be high on all of our lists as far as free agents.
Oh, definitely. Oh, so it's my turn again. Oh, we doing it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, we appreciate everybody in the comments. Everybody got their suggestions in here. Like I said, that's what we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Asia Green, Reggie C2K, Harrison the Buddy 2, what's going on? But I'm gonna do this one a little different too. I'll put Adrian Claiborne in there.
Mr. 5 sacks game, huh? For the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but the thing about his game was, like you said, he wasn't the most athletic. But the thing about him is he knew how to get them left tackles off his ass. And if you notice, the defensive line play has went down since he's been gone.
Definitely.
Like I said, that 1 year, like I said, he had 6 sacks against Dallas. He had 10 that year. But the thing about him was he was such a presence as far as driving through the tackles. It was like Grady and Jonathan Babano had that guy that could push it. Vick Beasley, and like I said, that Super Bowl year too. Like I said, we could talk about, people said Dwight Freeney, but Adrian Claiborne played a big part in that as well, because he could he pushed the protection to his side and let Vick eat.
Facts. That's true.
So
he also was there to help Pat McKinley grow that first year, if we're gonna be honest, because Pat McKinley was spending time with Adrian Claiborne in 2017. If we just being honest, the year he had the 5 sacks. Are you done? That's the end for your pick?
That's my second one right there, man.
All right, so my third one has to be Mr. Dead Kicker himself, Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant he had ice in his veins, man. He was there from 2009 to 2019. Made the Pro Bowl 2016. 70 out of 83 field goals of 40 to 49. 38 out of 52 made field goals of over 50 yards. That means that guy only missed 14 over 50-yard kicks in 10 years. That's crazy. And if we're going to be honest, Matt Bryant is the reason we won our first playoff game with Matt Ryan. We all know that, right? He brought us back because Russell Wilson came back scorching in the second half. It was 26-24. They ended up scoring, kicking the field goal. And then we had to drive all the way back. Not that much time. Matt Ryan drove us down the field to set Matt Bryant up to kick the field goal for Tony G's first playoff win. We gotta keep that into play. How you feeling about that one?
Oh yeah. Matt Bryant is, we call him Money Matt for a reason. Until he kicked his hamstring out that last field goal he had with us. It was done for him. But like I said, he done saved this team for years.
Facts.
He done saved, like I said, the year before last, When we was down and out, it was Matt Bryant kicking them money. He was having them money moments right there. He would kick those field goals.
Mm-hmm.
But we forget that guy been in the league so damn long. You forgot that at that time he was like 44, 45 years old.
Yeah, he was old, bro. He could play till he was 50.
Yeah, but like I said, and that's the one thing that I will say about how this Falcons team is. If you play fantasy, I know you play fantasy football. If the Falcons kicker is in the top 3 in points every year, there's a problem.
Hey.
Keep it real.
Michael Walker said we wore Matt Bryant out.
Yeah. bro, he kicked a field goal and tore his hamstring kicking that mud.
That's crazy, bro. Like
that's Money Matt right there. But like I said, you think of this as Johnny Manziel? No, this is Matt Bryant right here.
Matt Bryant heavy.
And then then Greg Hardy was talking shit to him. He talked that shit right back to him. I like.
Yeah. He had talked to Josh Norman 1 year. Talking about, he said, man, you can't guard Julio. Shut up. he said it on the sideline. They got him on the sound bite. Matt Bryant is funny, man. And he's definitely a great free agent signing that Thomas Dimitroff hit on for sure. Who's your next one?
This one, like I said, I'm not going to use this guy didn't really have as much of an impact as far as on the field. Well, this could be a 1A and 1B because both of them did this for this reason. And I'm going to use both of them here because they didn't really have like as far as a major impact for all the games. You didn't really see them on the stat sheet, but the locker room was very important. And I will have to say Dwight Freeney and Sean Witherspoon. So remember, we had cut him first. And then
we brought him back.
Yeah, we brought him back.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we brought him back that Super Bowl year because they needed that leadership.
We can't forget now, week 3 versus the Saints when he was taking the spoon back out, eating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can't forget that now. Spoon was showing out before he got hurt again.
Right.
In 2016, he was starting.
Mm-hmm. So because he had got hurt, and then that's what led to Debo playing.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about those, like I said, I put these two together is because the leadership on that defense, outside of Jonathan Babano, was heavily needed, and these two brought that.
Definitely, that's a fact.
So Nathan said it right here. Yeah, D block. That was the last remaining member D block right there that we had.
We're ready.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna use those two right there for the mentorship and the leadership on the field because they held the young players accountable.
Definitely.
They held everybody else accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Witherspoon might not have been in the game as long as Freeney, but he had that same attitude that we was missing, and we still missing.
Mm-hmm. So that's it. That's it for yours.
That's it.
It's back on me. All right, man. So my next one, a vet, Michael Turner, the burner. He came from the Chargers. He was on the shelf for 3 years before we finally picked him up in 2008. They said we need a power back to go with a rookie QB. He came to the Falcons and turned up. I remember on the game, it was like impossible to tackle Michael Turner unless you like leg tackle him. It was impossible. Like he literally ran through tackles. You wasn't finna just touch him. He's brushing you off of a big back. I'm gonna have to get into his stats. I'm not even gonna lie to you, my brother. I gotta get into his stats. From 2008 to 2012, 75 games, 1,400 attempts, 6,000 rushing yards, 60 touchdowns, 306 first downs. That's showing me, man, because that means we were grounded and pounding those first 2 years, 2008, 2010. We really was running the ball first and second down. So he got a lot of 9-yard gains, 10-yard gains. He had a lot of games where he was going over 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like Michael Turner was the truth from 2008 to 2012. Even in 2012, he was getting a little slow, but as the year went on, he started to pick up steam. Because our offense was deadly in 2012, as we all know. But he picked up steam, and going into that playoffs, he was the man until that San Francisco game when he got hurt. But Michael Turner was the truth all the way through all his years playing, besides the end of 2012 when he finally retired from football.
I like that one because we have to remember that was a gamble. Because he had been LaDainian Thomas's backup for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Michael Turner was I liked him in San Diego. That was one of the guys I wish we could have had because you saw glimpses of him in San Diego. But like I said, when he came here, like I said, you like he was a bowling ball. Basically, we just gonna call him bowling ball shouty. That's what we call him. Because he had fresh legs. The only thing that messed him up was you put too many carries on him. What happens is when a running back is averaging almost 350 carries a season, wear down real fast. We seeing it now. So,
yeah,
you put the stats out there, so I ain't
I'm just saying, man.
All I know, you better not tackle him low because you better not tackle him high because you gonna end up at Grady Hospital after that. So
hey, the commentators used to say some crazy stuff when we watched the game versus the Falcons. They'd be like, look at Michael Turner, like look at the stick thigh. I'm like, yo, like we playing football, man. That ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, why y'all going so far with this? But they were basically saying it's impossible to tackle him. That's what they were trying to say. But they just was going too crazy with it. The commentators, it was too much.
It got borderline like okay, just say he got tree trunks for legs. That's all you got.
I be like, yo, like, y'all are too happy. Like, calm down.
Yeah, Fred Moore said the fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Yeah, because if you actually think about it, you had a combination of Warren Dunn and TJ Duckett in this one.
Yeah.
That's all it was. It was these two running backs combined into one.
Hey yo, Boogie 124 is crazy. I can't keep that. I can't keep that up there too long, bro. You out the door.
Bro, they used to say that about Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yes.
Anderson so much. I'm like, bro, just say don't tackle. Just say he
can't be tackled. He can't be tackled. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ice Finesse said, yeah, they on Saquon and AJ Dillon. Yeah. Goddamn Saquon run like he 185 pounds out here.
Man, still running a 4.3.
He run a 4.3, but bro, at 6 foot, almost 240 pounds, boy, you run smaller than what you need to be running.
Hey, nah, Reginald, bro, that's a fact, bro. We not doubting that at all. In 2015, when he first was the coach, we saw growth from them first 6 games, man. Like Julio Jones killed the whole NFC East division. The first game of the season, as we know, was Monday night versus the Eagles, right? We came out, the offense was looking scorching. It showed. Kyle Shanahan was a key pickup, bro. Like, I wish we had him longer. Hey, Cameron, hey, Howell. Hey, we ain't done talking. We got a list now. It's a bunch of Falcons free agents that was cold. We just giving you a little bit like that. That's the purpose of the chat. We want to see y'all names too. Like, we feel the same way you feel, bro.
Exactly. We look. We just put the material out, but like I said, we just want to see if y'all feeling us as well as we seeing what y'all doing.
Facts. So who your next one?
It was up here too.
They didn't say a lot of people.
Hey,
the chat on game, bro. Y'all know y'all knowledge, chat. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know y'all knowledge.
They on that damn thing. Let me see, because I'm trying to think. But I'm gonna keep it easy on myself on this one. I'm gonna say Sante Samuel.
You took mine. That was my next one. You took mine.
Sante Samuel, bro. Because I see his growth from New England to Philadelphia to Atlanta, and it's been consistent the whole time. He couldn't tackle worth a damn half the time, but like I said, as a cover 2 corner, as a guy that liked to lurk in the backfield, he damn sure had some instincts on him. I know, like I said, we ain't done yet.
Nah, we got a bunch. I had a big list, bro.
We got lit. We starting off from the guys most people might not think about.
Yeah.
We ain't got to the obvious people yet. But I appreciate you, Michael Walker, for that one, though. Simone T-Bone Hubbard, what's going on? Like I said, Reggie, we getting there. We setting it up for those guys. We setting them up. But Sante Samuel, like I said, outside of D'Angelo Hall and Ray Buchanan, is one of the best. He was one of the best playmaking corners we had since Deion Sanders.
You missing one.
I said Ray Buchanan too.
You missing one.
What?
You ain't gonna speak up, my boy, Mr. Trash talking himself with the bald head. The guy who has a 3 interception game multiple times.
I said D'Angelo Hall.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. My fault. I'm like, damn, you ain't said D'Angelo Hall, dude.
I said D'Angelo Hall. That's why I said I decided D'Angelo Hall.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm tripping. My fault.
Yeah. Like I said, we hadn't had that kind of playmaker
skills. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, so do you remember in 2012 when Asante Samuel had pick 6 Carson Palmer to win the game versus the Raiders?
Yes.
Offense couldn't score nothing. We left it up to the defense. Sante Samuel picked 60. That was the stadium went crazy when he did that, bro. Like the dome was turned. I remember that play was yesterday. I was in the crowd going crazy. I thought we were gonna lose that game because they was driving down the field. He came out of nowhere like a bullet. Ooh. Picked it off, took it to the crib, win the game. So Sante Samuel, that's a great pickup, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I saw it with New England. I saw it when he did it in New England. Because remember, he was like a 3rd round pick. I don't think they expected him to be a starter. He just balled out like he did. So,
facts.
Go ahead and end it with that one.
That's your last one?
No, that ain't my last one. I'm just saying next.
All right, so my next one has to be Mohammed Sunu. I know y'all brought that up in the chat. But Mohammed Sunu, Mr. Flex on him himself. He was not playing. When he came in with us 2016, man, Mohammed Sanu was just like a different set of energy. He was a gadget player. He can play QB. He would take the snap on 3rd and 1s, fake it out, throw it to Julio for the touchdown versus the Buccaneers, or he'll run it himself, run people over. Mohammed Sanu was very physical at the route. You didn't know whether he was going in or out. He had quick feet. His feet was excellent. I know in the summertime he'll be working out on his feet a lot because he was setting people up on his routes. And another thing about Mohammed Sanu is when they started to double team Julio, we didn't have to worry on 3rd down. We knew who the ball was going to, and Mohammed Sanu was going to make plays. Whenever he flexed on you and he was in the game, it was a bad day for that defense. We all know versus the Packers in 2016 how he took that game over when Julio was having hamstring issues and they were double teaming Julio the whole game. That game came down to Mohammed Sanu and that deep pass to Taylor Gabriel to win that game versus the Packers in 2016. You know, when we came back and we won by a point or two. Yeah, Mohammed Sanu turned up that game, man. And even the game in 2017 versus the Rams in the playoffs, that screen he took 53 yards to set us up for a field goal to end up going off to win that game to go to the next round for the playoffs. Like, so Sanu is a leader, a great blocker. He's an energizer, all the above. Like, Mohammed Sunu is one of the great free agents we got, even in a short span of time. Like, I didn't say his stats: 52 games, 313 targets, 225 catches. That means he ain't dropping a lot. And it also means Matt Ryan's putting on the money to him a lot because he was a big receiver. Good in the red zone, 114 first downs, man. That's crazy. That's electric.
I'm gonna tell you something about Mohammed Sanu. He was one of my favorite wide receivers in college.
Rutgers.
Because him and Ray Rice on that team together, that was some playmakers on that ass. But the thing about Mohammed Sanu that I did, like you said, he's a dog. And I saw it in Cincinnati. Like you said, he's just one of those guys that just didn't give a fuck. That's what we liked about it. You put him out there, he's gonna do whatever the hell he got to do to make a play. And the thing about him is, I think what's his greatest attribute was his run blocking. That was his greatest attribute, which is crazy to say for a wide receiver. He damn sure got hands. He damn sure he might not have been the greatest route runner, but he knew how to get to the sticks. But his run blocking was like his greatest attribute. Because if you notice, in 2016 and 2017, a lot of those runs that Freeman and Coleman had was right behind Sanu. They were right behind Sanu.
Hey, one of the best screen blockers from as far as a receiver, bro. Like anytime Sanu touches you, he's holding like he was in the offensive line drills. He was blocking like an offensive lineman. He wasn't blocking like no regular receiver. And that's one thing about our receivers. All our receivers block.
Right. And like I said, that is one of the most important aspects of a running game. Is you gotta have receivers that can block. Like I said, Sanu, I love the guy, man. It just that every time we watch them play, and every time Sanu catch the ball, I had the whole household saying that no for you. Every time we got a first down, that was my thing for him, boy. That's what we do, man.
Sanu was that work, bro. Like. And everybody loved him, bro. Like, it wasn't like Sanu was the only person that actually, besides Roddy White, that actually came up to the coordinator, Matt Ryan, was like, man, these jokers can't guard me. Get me the ball. He showed a lot on those sound effects. Like, he was showing them, hey, get me the ball, but these jokers can't guard me. He's too small. He's too small on me.
Right. All right.
Who you next? Who you got?
So we're gonna pass the rock on to me. Actually, my next one was actually somebody actually asked a question on the next one that I was gonna say, and that was gonna be Dante Poe.
Ooh, how you feeling about that one? I got mixed emotions about that one. How you feel about that one?
Hey, the thing about Dante Poe was, think about it like this: Grady didn't have to worry about getting double teamed. Dante Poe could get to the backfield. Like I said, he was there to be that big. He would be that big man to hold up the attacking point. But he also had the pass rusher skills to kind of get upfield. Because you have to remember, he was still young when we had him. He wasn't but like 27 years old, so he was still in his prime. I remember that playoff game against the Rams where it was Dante Poe jumped off the screen to meet and Grady Jarrett. Like I said, that was gonna be the terrible twosome right there. If Thomas Dimitrov, Smithers looking ass would have just stuck with him for another year.
Yeah, he wanted that bread. He wanted that bread. Poe wasn't playing. And you know the issue was because in Kansas City he had the back problems.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting him on a cheap deal, a 1-year deal. And then, like, I don't know why they didn't keep him because he did do good. Like, he turned on towards the end, like he was coming on. as he got into it with the scheme and the players. Because when him and Grady was lined up together, it was a wrap. There wasn't no running going on in 2017. For sure. And you know it's bad. That's our best year of defense, too, as far as statistics.
We already know what it was. He just said it. He just said it. It's Smithers looking ass. He wanted to create a goddamn offensive juggernaut and absolutely abandon the damn defensive line. Grady Jarrett and Dante Poe was a dynamic duo until he didn't want to pay him $8 million. That's all he was asking for, $8 million. He wanted to give it to the offensive side of the ball and went out and got that piece of shit, Jamon Brown, and that other piece of shit, probably an even bigger piece of shit than what he is. We're talking about James fucking Carpenter. Gave him all that damn money and didn't do anything. And then on top of that, you draft goddamn Jesus and not who hasn't even played a damn game.
Nothing.
Jesus and not haven't played one game. What you draft the guy for if you wasn't gonna use him? I'm just a little bit upset about that. All right, just talking about like he came out and said, "Don't quote me on it." All right, I already tell you guys, don't quote me word for word on what they say. All right, go read. Okay, that's why I yesterday. The reason why I titled the video, Matt Ryan haters, go read that damn articles. It's out there for you guys to read for yourself. Don't quote us. Don't quote me. Don't listen to us. Go read. All he had to do was get a man $7 million, and he didn't want to do that. They let the man walk, end up drafting Davis or not, and then the man ain't played. The man ain't got the damn practice squad. The man hasn't even practiced. Third round pick on nothing.
It has stats in college too, Mike.
The guy was a very good player in college. So I'm not. Go ahead. Bro.
Oh, hold on. I was about to say too. And remember, when Dante Poe was back there, like you said, somebody said Vick was eating too, but guess who was looking very dominant back there as well? Fucking Debo.
Mm-hmm.
Debo was looking real dominant.
Takina McKinley was doing her thing, all right? She was doing her thing when Dante Poe was out there. All them, if Vick was eating, Tweety Bird was eating, even Debo, like you said, everybody was eating. Then you got that damn doofus who didn't want to spend. Look, Dan Quinn got Poe here. He did his job.
Right.
But guess what? The guys were best freaking friends. You saw them on the sideline. They kneeling together. They eating together. They doing everything together. And then whatever. What's his name? What you call him?
Smithers ass motherfucker.
Smithers.
Mm-hmm. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. It was an actual good move by Dan Quinn. All right, that was a Dan Quinn move. That was a Dan Quinn move to bring that guy in to be a perfect mate to Grady Jarrett, and he ruined it because it wasn't putting the light all on the offensive side of the ball. So I know I missed a lot as far as like these players, but I'm gonna be mad as hell looking at this list today. I really didn't want to do it, but just.
Well, hold on, Mike. Do you got a good free agent? You got a good free agent you want to bring up?
Hell no. Why the hell? Like, look, I'll say this. I'll just say this, man. This gonna piss off a lot of Matt Ryan, not Matt Ryan, but a lot of Michael Vick supporters. But everybody always put a lot of blame on Kstlyz Price for being a bad signing. I don't see it that way at all. If the motherfucker actually showed up at practice and knew how to throw the ball straight to somebody without throwing it 100 miles an hour, Kstlyz Price would have been an actual good signing, at least an average signing. But being that Michael Vick didn't want to practice, all he wanted to show up on T.I. damn videos and do all dancing. I mean, the motherfucker can't even dance. He was all off beat even in the damn video. All he had to do was just show up and practice and throw the man slants. That's all Pearly Price could do. He couldn't even do that.
Yo, you said 30-man slants.
He could have been the real slant man. If it was Michael, if it wasn't he would have been the real slant boy. All right. We could have at least had do that. Michael Vick couldn't even get about him. So we want to blame Peerless Price for being a bad signer, but it really goes on Michael Vick. He was the one who ruined that man's career. Yeah, I said what I said. He ruined Peerless Price's career. He ruined a lot of receivers' career. Because the motherfucker can't throw. He almost ruined Roddy shit. Roddy was absolute trash. Before when Mike Vick was there, it was trash.
He had a good year with Joey Harrington.
Come on, bro. Come on.
You talking about his first 1,000-yard season was with Joey Harrington.
Joey Harrington,
yeah, it was. Yeah,
come on,
that was his coming out party that year, 07. But hey, since you brought it up, Mike, let's go ahead and get into what players were bad free agent signings for the Atlanta Falcons from 2010 to 2020.
Man, you got to make
Can I start this off, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start this list off right here, and like I said, I'm freestyling off this off the top of my head, but I would definitely say the first one, like I said, I'm gonna say Paul Soliai.
You gonna take one?
I'm starting off with Paul Soliai shit.
I'm gonna defend that one, bro. I go ahead. That's just
you can defend it. Like I said, we set up to the bad ones. This is just. I'm talking to the chat. They already throwing their names out. We just setting up. But
all them in my list for sure.
Now the thing with Paul Soliai was the money that they gave him.
Yeah.
See, the issue with Paul Soliai, what made it a bad free agent signing was because of the scheme they was playing. They were playing a dime defense. That's not Soliai's game.
3-4.
3-4. What the? He don't need to be in a damn dime. No DB and no nickel formation. The problem, like you said, the problem was with him was he was basically he was
my career. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit irritated today. I'm just already.
But you've been irritated the last 3 days, man. What is going on?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
You good. But yeah, I think it was bad signing just because of the scheme they was running. I guess they got their wires crossed where they think they was gonna bring him in to be 3-4 defensive tackle, but they brought him in as a 4-2-5 nickel tackle. No, that didn't work out well.
Yeah, and that was when they were supposed to pretend like they was gonna go to 3-4.
Right.
Because since you brought him up, I might as well bring the other one up because it's the same year.
Oh man, you have.
Hey, Tyson Jackson, Jesus Christ! If he didn't take no money and run with it, I don't know who did. He looked so good with the Chiefs in that 3-4. Like he was getting sacks, he was getting QB hits, pressures, all that. He come here 2014, 2016. He signed a 5-year deal for $25 million. 16 games, all 3 seasons. That motherfucker stats was 62 tackles and 25 solo. What can I do with that?
Hey, let me ask you a question on that. Who was the defensive tackle in Kansas City?
We already know who it was. It was Poe.
Exactly.
Hey, that's a fact, though. That is a fact, though. I had to think like, damn, that was Poe. Then we got him 2 years later.
Exactly.
Do that man have a damn brain? Like, do you know how to do anything? That dude, I like this person, and he just like there's no original ideas, nothing original. Good God, that man don't know quite about that. Like, how is he gonna lie? He gonna lie in an interview talking about he learned from Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick ain't teach your ass that shit. Talk about I learned how to scout defense because of Bill Belichick, bro. You wasn't paying attention.
He couldn't have been.
Man, that motherfucker was getting coffee for Bill Belichick. That's
That's
what he was doing.
That's
what he was doing.
Damn much.
You better stop lying.
Hey, Mike, question.
Yes, sir.
Who was the defensive coordinator when Thomas Dimitroff was there with the Patriots? You know?
What, the Patriots? What's it? Hold up. Was it Peas?
Yes. He's been around the block, man. He been around the block.
What the hell were you doing all this time? All that? Man, look, bro. Oh my God. I blame this on Arthur Blank. I don't know if he fell in love with this damn Smithers looking motherfucker. Maybe he is maybe he was the sidekick. Oh my God. Good gracious alive.
Who your pick, Mike? It's on you.
It's gonna be a bad day for me. I just my God.
Who your pick, Mike?
For a worst signing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Dante Robinson, man. I'm gonna say Dante Robinson. I'm gonna say Dante Robinson for the simple fact that it was a bad signing, not on his for him personally. It was just a dumbass pairing together just by Mike Smith. They didn't think that through. All they wanted, they saw the best corner out in free agency, and they didn't play to his strengths. They didn't play to his strengths at all. He's a zone corner. He's a cover 2 zone corner, and he shouldn't have been in a lot of man situations. You needed a free safety over the top to make him essentially what the Desmond Trufant was. Like Desmond Trufant, when he had Willie Moe and Keanu, those guys were when they were at their peak, Trufant was a shutdown corner. So like they didn't play to his strength. So like a lot of these coaches, that's why I say, man, that's why I always said that I was Vic Beasley #1 supporter. So when we had, and I'm probably going into a little bit of something too deep right here, but when we had Rasheed Hayden, we had those guys who were big, guys who just ate up space and double, like, because one thing about Rasheed Hayden commanded 2 offensive linemen at all times just on his sheer size alone.
Facts. So
that's why Vic Beasley, like if you go back and watch that tape on, that's why Vic Beasley had that 15 sack year, along with Freeney being there. But like you need those big guys up front to set Grady, let Grady have one-on-ones, and your corners, they can play one-on-one. So I say Dante Robinson because of just the damn coaches. They just ruined his whole damn franchise, and I blame it all on Smithers, man. It's all his damn fault. It's all his fucking fault.
Oh God. Yeah,
that's a good pick though. That's a good ass pick though.
Exactly.
I think he had some good plays here and there, like when they were able to switch to zone. But a lot of times they left that nigga in man because of the other side. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was.
Hey, guess what? Dante Robinson, he was good for one thing. You know what he was good at?
It starts with a C.
He was good at getting cuts and trying to bust somebody's head wide open.
I bet that man had knots all over your head, bro.
Wait, look like Martin after Tommy Harrington got done with it. Oh man,
it's on you. It's on you, K.
I'm gonna have to go with this one here. It pains me too because this was one of my favorite players in the league around that time too. Fucking Steven Jackson.
Wow. Yeah, you took it from me. That's a tough one.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Oh my God!
Average 3.5 yards a carry.
Was it 3 point? I thought it was like 3.1. The way he was running.
It was 3.5 his first year, 2013, and 3.7 in 2014. He's more so a bust to me because he started off good. He started off good in week 1 versus the Saints. Then week 2, when we played the Rams came back to Georgia. He scores a touchdown and hurts his hamstring. How the hell do you get hurt on the play you scored? I ain't never seen that before.
Oh, you must not remember. I'm about to say, you must not remember Gus Farrat ass scored a touchdown and giving himself a neck injury. You must forgot about that.
Yeah. Hey man, y'all gonna leave the mighty Joe Horn alone. Joe Horn is the reason why Roddy White turned around his career, man. Like y'all gonna leave Joe Horn alone.
He did put him on some routes. He did put him on the routes.
Yeah, Joe Horn was not brought in to do anything but just be a mentor.
Yeah,
he was a teacher.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Steven Jackson, like I said, and the bad thing is we all fell into the hype. Like, oh shit, Steven Jackson, Steven Jackson, we about to run on these motherfuckers.
Oh man. Oh, I see one that
don't tell me. I think I know where you might go with this.
You know exactly
I think I know exactly where you going with it because that one pissed me off even worse than that.
Yeah. Are you talking about the boxer?
Oh man,
I ain't talking about him. I thought you were talking about the baby daddy.
Oh man, yo.
I think you talking about the baby. I think you talking about Keisha Knight Pulliam.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I knew where he was going with it.
Man, that's probably the worst. Man, that man had knee injuries the day he practiced. I mean, day 1 of practice, that man had knee injuries. Gave that man so much money to have knee injuries. Bro, you might have wear a coat like Jesus.
All right,
I didn't know we was going that far back because I got way worse ones back then.
Oh.
I was sticking in the 2010. If we go back to about 2003, I got plenty of them.
Oh, we can keep it 2010.
Yeah, it'll be too nasty down there, bro. It'll be too nasty over there, bro.
I'm gonna be bringing up names most people gonna damn forgot. Hold on, let me bring up about 4 names right quick. We stick to that. I'm gonna bring up because I gotta get these out my. Okay, Jason Webster's burnt Lana looking ass. Coy Wire.
I hated Coy Wire.
I hated that dude. That dude said crap, but special. Like, why is? Oh man. I already knew this day was gonna be like this. I just knew.
Coy Wire was horrible, bro.
Calvin Hayden was another.
Yo, did you just say that?
Calvin Hayden, yes.
Bro, I forgot all about that dude.
Exactly.
I told this the history buff, man. They all look right down his alley.
Hey, I'm about to say, I know you probably gonna remember this name. Actually, I got 2 more, and they both safeties.
Laurie Malloy?
No, Laurie Malloy was decent. I ain't putting him in. I'm about to say Corey Hall.
Oh
and
Lord!
Chris Hope.
Oh my God! Oh my Jesus! Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ! Lord no!
I told. Okay, now we get back to the 2010s, and this is with no research. I'm letting y'all know this is no research. This is all on the. This whole show is on the fly right now.
There's a.
Oh my goodness! But
who you got?
In this little time frame we doing right now, who was terrible? Let's see.
Oh my God!
Hold on. This was not gonna hurt because it was absolute garbage. And Ricky Ortiz.
That dude's good for it.
Ricky Ortiz, boy.
That man sound like he sound like the damn MMA fighter. I was looking like the man with Ortiz. I thought he was gonna be good for something.
Man,
this was one of the worst fullbacks we've ever had.
He missed so many blocks, bro. Oh my god.
I said, bruh. I like, come on, man. Cause as everybody don't know, the fullback position is one of my favorite positions on the field. And I saw Ricky Ortiz. He can't block. He couldn't block. He couldn't catch.
I'm gonna say one recently though. I think this is one of the worst signings that we've ever had, and y'all probably agree. But Luke Stalker is absolute fucking doo-doo. He's 7 foot tall for absolute nothing. This motherfucker has more blocks than I've ever seen. He makes more blocks than Peter freaking Collins, bro. Every game, just somebody is running past this dude. And you still can't block.
Still. He was terrible. He was terrible. But hey, since you brought up blockers, go ahead, Kay. Go ahead.
I was about to say the bad thing about it was they re-signed this trash again.
Again, bro.
Bro.
Now we don't know what they're gonna do with this time. Oh my god.
We're not getting rid of him.
Go ahead, man. I can go on Luke Stalker's goofy ass all day.
Hey, he's the only backup tight end that gets in 4 plays a game and still can't execute 4 fucking plays a game. If you are pass blocking and it is a play action, your job is to block the linebacker. You can't let the linebacker go. You can't let the DN go. He does it every time, bro. And they still put him in the game. But anyway, yeah, I don't even want to talk about Stalker. Terrible. He's garbage. But since y'all brought up blocking,
something bad go happen. A fumble, interception, something.
Every time in the game. How y'all feeling about Josh Asamoah, though? If that ain't a buzz, I don't know what is. In 2014, John Asamoah, the right guard, left guard, he was terrible.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't terrible. It goes right back to coaching, signing guys. He was more so of a power running scheme, a power offensive lineman, and they try to bring him in to run zone offense. Like, bro, like that's just Thomas freaking Smithers. All right, he don't even deserve his name anymore. The motherfucker Smithers for now on, bro.
But you know he ain't got hurt that year. Like he didn't. He was only with us 1 year.
Yeah, I know, and that's Smithers. Put him in
$2 million for 1 year. That's ass.
He's a power running linebacker, but offensive lineman. He plays better in the power scheme. But you brought him in to run in the zone. That's like, bro, like that's the stuff that I'm talking about. You bringing all these guys in the wrong system, and you giving them $30 million. The dude got like $30 million off the rip. He ain't even played.
5 years, bro. And that was all the same year. Paul Soliai, Jackson, and John. They got all 3 of them. I remember like it was yesterday. We got them literally in 30 minutes of free agents starting. They said Trevor Jackson, Tyson Jackson, Paul Soliai, John Asamoah. Literally. I'm like, bro, we just getting a lot of money. We just throwing money away that fast. We ain't never threw money away like that.
And that was 2000. So what year was that again? 2014.
Mm-hmm.
You know why he threw all that money at them, right?
Why you said that?
What happened 2 years before that?
2012. You talking about when Matt Ryan kept getting his ass hit at the end of the game versus the 49ers? They pretty much got manhandled.
No, you said 2012.
2012.
The worst fucking draft class in NFL history.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, bro, we didn't have one. Oh my God, Shane Harlow, the great Shane Harlow, Peter. Oh my God,
that's a fact. But you know we didn't have a first round pick that year either, though.
Yeah,
Bro, you could have had one player.
Bro, nobody.
We just asked one.
Patrick Ewing. No, Brady Ewing. That man said Patrick Ewing. It was Brady Ewing. I remember that fullback. He was an absolute trash too.
How can you tell he was hurting? He was gone after that year.
Bro, we have had some bad drafts. Good God Almighty.
God.
Facts.
Under this one guy has some terrible drafts.
Okay.
He got what 4 picks he really hit on. And we had 2016,
You can't
2008.
Matt Ryan. Like they were gonna get Matt Ryan regardless of like that was more so
free agency. You think he did it free agency?
That was more so what's the motherfucking name? The president. Damn, I just went blank right there. But the team president,
Rich McKay.
That was Rich McKay's call to draft Matt Ryan. Like he was gonna be there because they had already made the decision to like start building a team around a quarterback anyway, and that Matt Ryan was that guy. So I don't even give him credit for Matt Ryan at all. I give him credit for Julio Jones. Like even that. I mean, he's Julio freaking Jones. You see this dude in college?
Yeah.
Dude was monster in college. So it's like I would have traded damn 3 pick for Julio. I would have traded him. That dude's a freaking monster then.
Yeah. 4 with a broken foot.
Ooh. I got another one.
Who you got? Talk to me.
Okay. We originally had this guy, cut him, and then brought him back. This is another one of those.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna give you a clue. I'm finna do it right now.
Eric
Wing. Yes.
Wow.
I only make a play on a penalty.
Eric Wing.
That motherfucker fair kiss. I ain't never seen the deal. That motherfucker fair kiss. That got 30 yards in front of him. Fair kiss. Throw that head up, bro. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Bro, I kid you not. I remember one time. I seen a guy. I forgot who it was against. I don't know if it was against. I remember if it was against the Titans or something like that. This dude fair catched, and I remember this because I threw my I threw my drink. I threw my drink across the room when I seen this. This dude literally fair catched the ball. He didn't have nobody within 50 yards of him. I said, "You motherfucker."
Hey, Wayne was a headhunter though. He gonna make them tackle special teams though.
He better make them damn tackle. Hey, that's probably why he fair catched him. He's like, I'm gonna make a tackle. I ain't gonna worry about return punts here.
And they still kept him back there too.
I still should think Jerry Norwood should have been back there returning kicks, to be honest.
Yeah, Norwood Kstlyz was so serious, man.
Mississippi State.
Yes, sir.
Who you got, Mike?
Another one? Ooh. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Dang. I'm gonna say a receiver, man. I know you got plenty. I told y'all he was gonna steal the show. I told y'all he was gonna steal the show. I can get in the draft. Like free agency is tough for me, man. But I'll say this. Even though Shanahan did a very good job with our receivers for the most part, but this dude had no fucking business on the team. Leonard freaking Hankerson.
With the hamstring, man.
Bro, that man dropped so many. That motherfucker could have underhanded that shit to him. Like a goddamn. He still would have dropped that motherfucker. Like Leonard Hankerson was absolute garbage, bro. Like that man, that boy got water for hands, bro. That shit just goes straight through.
You said you said he couldn't catch the coronavirus in the Trump rally.
I just hate it. That man wanted Lincoln Haggis. That man wanted Haggis in front of Roddy. I said, bro, if you don't look, man, you don't get on with that man. That man wanted Roddy to sit on the bench with some fucking Leonard Haggis in. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, if you don't stop.
He had so many drops versus his old team, the Redskins, that year in 2015. He had a lot of drops versus the Eagles. And I ain't make that's the only thing I didn't understand about Kyle Shanahan is why he didn't use Roddy well, because the first game Roddy had 4 catches for 84 yards.
Well, they had an issue. It went back, that issue with Roddy White and him, it went back to the Pro Bowl. Like Roddy, like they didn't like each other at all. Like Roddy and those guys, like he just couldn't stop. So I think he was just trying to use every excuse to get rid of Roddy, man. Cause Roddy talked that crap, man.
He honest. He ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. But I'm kind of surprised y'all ain't said this guy's name.
Oh man.
2011, 5 years, 27.5 million. 2012, 2011, 16 games, 3.5 sacks, 3 batted passes. In 2012, 9 games, no sacks. Ding, 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 Mr. Ray Edwards himself. He came from the Vikings looking good. I'm thinking he finna be the man in Atlanta. With John Abraham, might I add. And he came out there and had a bust. He had one good play, and that was that fumble return versus the Eagles.
Question, though. Who was on that defensive line when he was there?
Kyle Williams and what is Kyle? Not Kyle, with the other Williams.
Pat Williams.
The
Williams twins and Jared Allen.
And Jared Allen. Yeah, I already knew he was on the field. I knew he was the Williams boy was something serious, man.
Yeah, they front seven was nasty. But I just thought it wasn't gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a little bit easier because he had John Abraham, and John Abraham was still impactful in 2010, 2011. He made the Pro Bowl in 2010.
He was actually supposed to be Abraham's replacement, but that you see how that went.
Yeah, he was a bust. Then he at the end he said he felt like he was a better boxer than a football player before he retired. He said, "I'm gonna go into boxing." I'm like, "Yeah, you done lost your mind for real." I think you got concussion issues talking like that. Come on, dog.
Lord have mercy. Wait, was we like that? Hey,
You don't know what I'm saying.
Wait. I didn't think I was gonna have to do it for this list, but you know what everybody else having this common in this list right now?
What?
That.
Wow, this dude here, man.
I had to do it. All these dudes deserve a powder toast. I didn't think I was gonna bring it back, but I did. And that looked like Ray Edwards too. That's every time he took a snap, he looked like that.
Toast.
Super toast. Oh man.
Let's get into our next one though. What players do y'all think are legends for the Atlanta Falcons organization from 2010 to 2020? Now this is a good one. We ain't got to talk about bust no more. We can be more realistic. So let's get into that. We all know the main ones, of course. So I think my first one, in all honesty, I'm gonna pick Willie Moe off the top because Willie Moe, man, was a presence as far as for our safety position. We thought he was just gonna be a headhunter, tackling people, knocking people out. Like he had plenty of games where he's coming down like a missile, waking people up, getting the defense turned up. But he also was a ball hawk throughout that time. Like his stats: 7 years, 365 tackles, 16 INTs, 11 forced fumbles, 4 fumbles recovered, and he made the Pro Bowl in 2012. Like he was dynamic as far as that strong safety position. And you know when William Moore was on the field, if he wasn't injured, he was gonna make some plays. We all knew that for sure.
Right.
Boy, hit that double-A spine buster against the Rams, boy. Everybody.
Hey, that was nasty. In 2013, that was nasty. Yeah. I thought he was going to get ran over, but he picked him up. He's like, nah, weight room. Ugh.
It wasn't even the fact that he literally picked him up, held him in the air, and then slammed him, which made it worse.
Yeah, that was nasty. That was a nasty one. That was a nasty one.
Oh,
man. I'll say I got to give my boy some love, man. I'm going to go ahead and say Mike Turner, man. It's like Mike Turner is a forgotten player in his organization, man. He don't get enough respect. Because that dude was a workhorse. Like, he came here day one. When we signed him, it's like that dude, game one, that dude put up some big time numbers. It's like he not only was he a good runner, but it's like people don't realize how good he was as a receiver out of the backfield too. Like nobody, like you try to blitz him, try to blitz Matt Ryan out, he will blow you clean up, bro.
Ray Lewis.
He don't get enough respect, man. So I gotta say Mike Turner.
Definitely a vet and legend. One of the best, man. One of the best running backs, especially being shelved for so long to be able to come in and make an impact like he did. Mm-hmm. Excellent. And didn't talk much either.
He didn't. Big ass thunder thigh. They did all the talking for him. You try to come look like the Hulk out there, bro.
Exactly.
Yo, is this a fake Calvin really or a real Calvin really, bro? He's saying some crazy stuff, bro.
Who knows?
Oh, you don't know,
God, bro.
You ain't see last night's show. We had Calvin Ridley, Todd Gurley. They had all kinds of names on there. Matt Ryan was on there too.
Yo, dude said stability in his legs. Yo, he wilding, bro. I'm done, bro. Who you got, K?
Y'all said some real good ones. But hard to follow. I think I'm gonna take this one. Definitely will have to go with. I have to put Patrick Demarco in there.
Ooh,
I have to put him in there, bro.
I like that.
That's what
I had to put Patrick DeMarco in there. Like you said, it was just one of those things that he was a Pro Bowl fullback for years with us. I think we only had him for like 6 years, right? I don't think about 5 or 6 years.
About 5 years.
Yeah, he was with us for a minute.
But what was it? 3 of those years he was a Pro Bowl starting fullback. Like I said, he led Michael Turner through some holes. He led Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman through some holes. Like I said, this was the type of fullback the Falcons had not seen since Bob Christian.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Bob Christian was something serious too, man.
Yeah, so I put DeMarco, and then remember, he was the first one that guaranteed they was gonna go to the Super Bowl that year, and they did.
They did, yep.
Hey, that's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah. So yeah, Patrick DeMarco, like I said, I think he was one of the most underrated fullbacks and one of the most underrated Falcon players of this decade that we've seen so far. Because that's what we're basing this list off of, is this decade. But definitely, they didn't want.
Go ahead.
I got to get one more. And this may be a little bit controversial that I say this, but I got to give Harvey Dahl some respect, man. That dude when he was here, Harvey Dahl, that dude was a mother freaking monster, man. Like
the truth.
He was hell in them trenches, bro. He was hell in them trenches. Whew.
This motherfucker made Ndamukong Suh complain. You know how?
Yeah.
Yo, K, you gotta chill, bro. You right though. He did do that. I forgot about that. He did do that.
This is the same offensive line when Harvey Dahl was here that Ndamukong Suh complained to the NFL that the Falcons offensive line was dirty.
Yep.
Coming from a dirty motherfucker.
The dirtiest player in the game. Well, him and Albert Haynes, him and Albert Haynes were kind of in the same boat, but.
Bruh, do not mention Albert Haynesworth without putting doo-doo on there. That
man had $100 million, bro. That man quit after he got that $100 million.
I'm out of here. I'm done.
That man said, I ain't playing no more.
See you when I see you.
But Harvey, dog, I like that one.
Mine has to be I like Brent Grimes, man. I think Brent Grimes was.
You gonna say that?
you stole mine, bro.
Hey, Brent Grimes was a G, man. I just like the fact that he was 5'10" and had bunnies. Like he can dunk for real. You know he can dunk. He had bunnies. He was one of the best receivers at high pointing the ball while being a 6th-round pick. He wasn't supposed to start for us, man. He showed up in camp. He is one of the people that you can say really worked for his money. Because them first couple of years when he was good in 2010, he wasn't getting paid that money. He had just started getting paid. And he was taking on big time matchups, man, versus the Saints. He always had an interception versus the Saints. He had Drew Brees' number when it came to making Drew Brees guess and pick the wrong read a lot. But shit, look, I ain't gonna say it's that 59 games, 13 interceptions, 56 pass breakups, and that's while not really having a counterpartner.
And this was the same corner who gave Megatron problems.
Oh that's a fact.
The only corner that gave him problems.
That's a fact. He could not get off Brent Grimes. Brent Grimes had an INT that game too.
That's where you got that name, Optimus Grimes.
Optimus Grimes. He gave Calvin Johnson problems. We don't know how he did, but he did. Hey, look, like I said, if I compare him to anybody in the sports world, Brent Grimes is Patrick Beverly.
I like that. I like that comparison. That's a good comparison. I like that.
I can see that.
So yeah.
I like that. Who you got, Mike?
Oh man. It's tough. Ooh, this is a tough one. Oh man. It's a lot. I want to say linebacker. Sheesh. I'm gonna say this person. I kind of already said it, but he's more of a draft pick than anything. But it's like I don't think they gave. I think honestly, they gave up on this kid just too early for me. They knew he had issues coming out of college, and they just gave up on him because of outside sources. What I get, and even though that all outside issue became, a non-issue, that homegirl was lying, that he was beating her up and all this type of stuff. They never they brought him back as if they was going to give him a second chance, but they didn't give him a second chance. And I'm talking about Rasheed Hayden. Rasheed Hayden in that year, it's like a lot of people don't realize he did a lot of dirty work for that team. He did a lot of dirty work. He allowed Dion to roam free. He allowed Keanu. He kept people off of Grady and passing situations. The dude played defensive tackle. He played every position on that line. And he was very good at it. You go back and watch the film on him, you can always see Vick Beasley lined up alongside Rasheed Hayden, and they did a lot of twists because the offensive line, they was forced. The dude was like, not only was he big, but he was very athletic. So like they gotta, like, I think they really lost their way when they just gave up on Rasheed Hayden. I thought, like I said, man, there's some situations where you gotta give that dude, I think they just gave up on him a little bit too early. And like I said, that right there, the situation where homegirl ended up, she was the aggressor and he got in trouble for it. Like, come on, man. I just thought that Falcons did a bad. I think they made a bad choice right there. That pretty much ruined his career over a situation with a girl. She was the aggressor and he got in trouble and he ultimately lost his career because of that.
Hey, you know it's crazy, Mike, because Heyman had really came out 2016.
Yep.
That playoff run, Heyman was a beast. He had Aaron Rodgers looking confused in that game.
About to say that. That man sacked the man with one hand, bro.
A finger. And that's the one thing that's tough about our organization, man, because anytime somebody has a small red flag or any red flag, they X them out quickly. Mm-hmm. They don't even look at them, and that's tough, man, because we had plenty of players we could have had that we could have gave people second chances, and they just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We could have had Tyrann Mathieu. They chose not to get him because of issues. Like plenty of people in the draft, but yet you pick Tack. So it's puzzling to me, man. It's puzzling to me how they pick people and choose who they can let go and who they can't. Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead, man. That's crazy though. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, since you mentioned Tack, so since you said they passed up on names, let me go ahead and name a couple. Since you said that. You want some names? You want some names? TJ Watt, Tre'Davious White, Buda Baker, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Chris Godwin, Cooper Kupp. I keep going, but I'm just leaving right there.
Hey man, Buda Baker, that hurt me. I love Buda Baker coming out of college, man. I want to
Exactly. I already had the song for him every time he made a play, boy. I was gonna be like, Buddha lover. Oh man, in hell, I like really Tack. You traded up for this. You traded up for this.
2 picks. You traded 2 picks up for that.
Yeah, I lost my mind when I saw that. I hated that pick. I hated trading up for Tack, bro. I swore we were going to get I thought we were going to get. Was it TJ Watt was still on there? Yeah. He was on there. I thought
TJ Watt was 2 picks later.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I thought we were getting TJ, but we ended up getting goddamn Tack. Like,
hurt shoulder. Had shoulder injuries in college,
and wasn't that good in college.
And guess who his head coach was in college?
Oh Lord!
Oh my God!
Yeah, wasn't it Jim Moore, right?
Jim Moore Jr. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My God!
Hey, guess who was the
himself?
I already know. I already know. Kstlyz.
Hey, guess who the quarterback was on that team that year too?
Rosen? Is it Rosen?
Josh Rosen, yes. So that lets you know what kind of environment they had.
Yeah, my God. Jesus Christ.
Who you got, Kay? Who you got though?
Legend. A legend. I'm gonna put this guy as a legend of this decade because I went to my first Falcon game after he retired, and I met him, and he was one of the coolest dudes I've ever met. Jonathan Babano.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Took mine. That was my next one.
Yeah, because this guy right here was just a model consistency. Like you said, he wasn't the best athlete as far as being on the field, but he knew how to pick his spots.
Make plays.
He knew how to pick a spot. And like I said, and he always picked his spots in crucial times. Because like you said, even when you was talking about that Super Bowl run, in that playoff game, in the playoffs.
Versus Seahawks, he cooked.
Yeah,
he murdered himself. He murdered just by himself. Just get your hands off me.
Hey, his swim move and batting center's hands down was so clutch. in short situations, 31, 32. I don't know if Grady been practicing with him, but Grady kind of got that same type of hand movement. If you really look at on film,
yeah, it does.
Right. And then I'm gonna get to this point too when you said Rasheed Hayden, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
You said that Green Bay game, right?
Yes, sir.
Who was the other defensive tackle on one of them plays next to Rasheed Hayden that got his first sack of his career?
Was that that wasn't Sinat, was it?
Nope, it was Ben Garland got his first sack.
On the safety. On the safety.
Yeah, you're right about that.
On the safety. Ben Garland made a heck of a move too.
Yes, he was he was the Matt Gano of that team. He just plug and play whatever. But yeah, Jonathan Babano, man, it was like you could tell when he was out there that he demanded respect. He demanded his teammates to go out there and do it. He was one of the most underrated aspects of D Block that nobody ever talks about.
Nobody gives him, still
nobody gives him credit for D Block.
And you know what's crazy, bro? From a D tackle, he had 4 INTs, 24 passes batted, 10 forced fumbles, and 27 sacks.
That's why I say he's smart because he knows how to pick his spots. He knows which quarterbacks are quick with the play. Like I said, he just throw his hands up like, okay, I can't get to you. Boom, not down.
We don't see
we don't.
You like to throw the ball. You like to wait the 4 seconds to make a pass. Boom, sack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I honestly think that's what Marlon needs to build his game around too, though, because he batted passes a lot at Auburn.
He did,
yeah. Like I said, and the bad thing about Babano was Babano did it at Iowa. He did it in college. And he did it in college. Now the only reason he went in like the second or third round, one of those 2 rounds, was because he played at Iowa. Iowa wasn't winning.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a grown man out there. And remember his first couple years, he had Chad Lavallee next to him. And I know y'all remember that bum.
Yes, I do. You could have left that shit all along.
Why you said that? Hey, since you talking about bums, what about Anderson when we drafted him in the top 10? If that Joker ain't...
Hold on, let me go look at that draft right quick. Y'all keep going. You said Jamal Anderson, right?
Man, that Joker was garbage, man. That was garbage. He was on the barrel, thrown away for eternity. Like I don't know what he had going on, but he just was not good.
What the hell was Smithers like this dude? We have had some terrible free agent pickups.
Now I think Jamal Anderson was before Smithers got
Demarco. Yeah, he was like 07, 06.
Okay, you want to hear some names from that draft too that we passed up on? Hold on, I want y'all to hear this.
What year was it?
This was 07.
I was right. I was right. 07. Yeah.
Okay, y'all want to hear some names here?
Shit.
I hope the people in the chat ready for this because I got the list right here. All right, Patrick Willis.
Damn.
Marshawn Lynch. Darrell Reeves. Lawrence Timmons.
This man really trying to make me have a heart attack like Elizabeth, bro.
Joe Staley. Greg Olsen.
Dang, we missed a lot of people. Who was watching his film?
Ted Ginn Jr. Let's see. We're gonna go down to the second round. Okay. Lamar Woodley. We ended up getting Justin Durant after that. Ryan Khalil. After that, it's kind of like whatever. But just think of those 3 names right there. Marshawn Lynch, Darrell Reeves, and Patrick Willis, and Greg Olsen.
That's tough, bro. And we drafted him high, right?
7th overall.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, that's crazy, bro. If we would have hit one of them people, we would have been doing something in 08, 09, and 2010. Because you know that most of them was in their prime in 2010.
Exactly.
That you named Joe Staley, bro. Don't forget him.
That I did, exactly. Joe Staley is model consistency. I give him credit on that. Jamal Anderson was a model of trash.
And what school he came from? I remember he was like a 1 year wonder. Yeah, he was like a 1 year wonder.
Because he was a tight end for 2 years, and then they moved him to defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden he just
got himself. Mr. Light Skinned Man himself.
Man, light skinned. That boy was just straight trash. Man, I ain't calling him light skinned, dark skinned. He just trash.
Legitimately.
He's just the sticky shit at the bottom of the goddamn toilet. That's how bad he was.
Hey, respectfully though, respectfully.
We ain't talking about him as a person. We just talking about him on the field.
The film, the game tapes we had to look at.
The film says the film says hot garbage. Let's just say that.
Hey, that was a tough pick right there, bro. Then we had a year of we got Prairie Jerry, and he quit after a while. That was a first round bust, to be honest. And he could have been good. I mean,
he was a very good pick. That was not a bad pick. It was just they took a chance on a guy that had a knee injury, and that's why I was like, now, like Parade Jerry was a dominant defensive tackle in college. Like that wasn't a bad pick. It's just too bad. Like that, his knee injury was a lot worse than what we feared. That was the biggest problem.
But and we got Peters too. We got Corey Peters too 1 year.
Yeah. Corey Peters ended up being a very good pick. Like he's still going on to this day. That's a very good pick. So we
let him go. Let him go.
Yep, let him walk because we wanted.
That was 2014, right?
Who you talking about?
Parade Jerry.
No, I think it was earlier than that.
It was. Hold up. Was it Julio? I think it was the draft before Julio. It may have been
2010. No, 2010 we got Spoon.
Yeah, it was. I think it was somewhere around there.
Maybe 09.
Oh no, that was Jake Matthews. Yeah, it had to been something earlier like that. Yeah, it had to be because I don't really see it. But yeah, that was really unfortunate. More so than anything. That's just one of those things where they tried to take a chance with somebody that was slipping because of the injury, and it just didn't work out.
Right.
Hey, Nathan, I'm sorry that I pissed you off on them names. It's been the Falcon way for a while now, and Thomas Dimitrov made it worse.
Yeah, it's 09. That's what I figured. 09. Okay. Yeah, we got Jerry. Okay. And he was dominant in college, man, but like you said, that injury kind of fucked him up to where he couldn't be himself in the NFL.
That's why I'm looking at saying everybody talking about Zach Wilson. It's like, nah, bro. That man he already had shoulder issues, so I'm good on that one. Y'all can have that.
But how y'all feel about John Abraham as a legend? I feel like he's a legend. Like once he came from the Jets,
hey man,
he turned our defense up.
I follow that dude on Facebook, man. That's a real ass dude, man. And that dude, he is thorough. Like in his attitude, where he get at it, he just goes hard and like he's genuine. So if you don't like Abraham, you don't think he's a legend, you need to get off that pipe. Stay off the pipe. No more pipe. No more drinking. You cannot eat Johnny Abraham, bro. Johnny Abraham is the real deal.
Hey, he was the Drew Brees stopper for a while too. When he first came with the Atlanta Falcons, man, Drew Brees had a couple bad games versus Abraham.
Bruh, John Abraham used to dominate with nobody on the other side.
Nobody with goddamn Corey.
And they knew.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody. I was about to say it, but you're right about nobody.
He was nobody on the other side.
Yeah, John.
That's
Abraham
all you gotta say.
24 forced fumbles, 70 sacks.
He had to cover up for Keith Brooking and can't cover ass.
Yeah, Mr. Oh, you talking? Hold on. I know you're not talking about Mr. It's 3rd and 15. I'm gonna play the shortest route in the playoffs in 08.
Yes.
That was the dumbest thing I ever seen by Keith Brooking, bro. That was terrible.
Like I said, the bad thing about it was I had to keep Brooking jersey because it was the only Falcon jersey I could find at the time. I seen that play, boy. I turned that bitch into I turned that shit into a sleeveless basketball shirt. I said, I'm like, damn.
Yo, you wildin', bro.
Oh my goodness, y'all. Yeah, man.
He said it's a wrap. He said Keith Brooking was always overhyped. And Keith Brooking, he made some plays, man. It's just when it got down to key moments, he'll get confused and pick the wrong. Like he'll just make the wrong decision every time.
See, the problem with Keith Brooking was a lot of people don't talk about this, but Chris Draft used to do the dirty work for him to do his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Facts.
If it wasn't for Chris Draft, Keith Brooking wouldn't have got as big, wouldn't got as hyped as he was. Let's just keep it real on that.
Absolutely.
That's a fact. That's a legitimate fact.
I gotta get that man back on the show, man. We gotta get Chris Draft, man. He was one of our best interviews. I love that dude.
No, that dude
was a headhunter.
that dude was hilarious. Hey, if y'all follow AFN, like I said, y'all go back and find that interview with Chris Draft and Keenan Forney.
Absolutely. That was
one of the funniest interviews because Chris Draft came with some gems on that ass.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
They said tell him bro, Chris Draft was a grown man for sure.
Yeah.
And as y'all know, it's plenty of people we already know. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Roddy White, like those are for sure. So we know that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a given. We don't have to discuss that to know. We all of them gonna be on all of our lists.
Right.
Who can we say? Can we say yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw Tom McCoy in there, man. Tom McCoy doesn't get a lot of respect either.
Legend.
Oh, yes.
Legend.
Definitely.
And after he left, that's when we had our center issues, honestly.
Yep.
We keeping it real.
When he left, yep. Absolutely.
Do y'all have any other names or y'all want to get into this next one?
Oh, I got one more name for you too. And this is gonna be one that's gonna throw everybody's name over the head. Josh Harris. Y'all know who he is, dude.
The long snapper.
Yes. Hey, fuck all y'all, boy. Do you know long snappers have a hard job too now? Because if they fuck the snap up, the kick ain't going right. Let's keep it real.
This man said Josh Harris. Well,
he has been there all his years, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, he the long snap for Matt Bryant. So shit. Hey, you better throw his name in there.
Hey, Calvin really said, bro, who?
I know. He said who. Like I said, the long snappers don't get no love. Because they like the least paid guys on the team outside of the kickers and punters.
That's a fact. Hey, Fred Moore said Josh Harris was consistent, though.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Because you have to think about the kick. You got to think kicks. The timing starts with the snap.
Mm-hmm.
If that snap is off just like that, just a small slip, the whole play's busted.
No, that's a fact. That's a key fact, and it's been shown. It's been shown through 2013, 2014 We had a lot of issues with snapping the ball. We had a lot of issues as far as that, and that can make or break your drive. It's
Right.
You get a bad snap and it go 5-6 yards back. You are behind the sticks every time.
Exactly. So, like I said, you gotta show love to every aspect of the team. It ain't just about the quarterbacks and wide receiver stuff. You gotta look at the little nuances. Like I said, you gotta look at your punters too. Your punters are important as well.
I was about to say Matt Barsher too. Like towards his career, like that dude used to punt. I think he like led the league like a couple of years in a row, like yard error as far as like the punting. Mm-hmm. So he was a great punter. We've always had until recently, in fact, we've always had a tremendous. That goes back to like '98. We've always had great special teams in Atlanta until Dan Quinn and I didn't say Dan Quinn. Until Thomas Dimitrov came in and he just changed the dynamic thing, the makeup of the team, because the makeup for the Falcons, we've always had a tremendous special teams, always had a running game, and we always had defense. We always pride ourselves on running defense, especially. And he came in, he changed the dynamic of it. Like if anybody deserves to get the fuck on and never he get kidnapped by the mafia, he need to be the first one. He needs to be the first one. I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning it. So FBI, don't come knocking on my door. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying if that was to happen, he needs to be the first one.
See, because I'm gonna hit on what Mike just said. Think about it. You had since the year 2000, we had Allen Rossel.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, we had seen the likes of Devin Hester,
like
Andre. Like I said, a lot of people don't even know about Andre Roberts was a damn good returner that we had.
Good. Yep.
We let him go after 1 year.
2017.
Exactly.
They want to get a man $1 million extra. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's it, man. If I knew John Gotti, man, look. Just a little, dude. I'm just leave it like that. Like I said, I don't need the FBI on me, man.
Look, all I'm gonna say is when we let go of Andre Roberts, he was the number one returner the following year in Detroit.
Let him go. Just didn't want to get a man $1 million extra. Come on, bro. Come on.
But we had more time with Eric Weems than anybody else. We had this. We seen this more than anything else. And Reggie, please don't say Chris Owens because he disgraced the sacred number 21.
And while you talking about that answered that question up there now. That was Chris Owens and Franks. We had Brent Grimes was hurt that year. He got hurt towards the end of the year.
Oh my God. Chris Owens disgraced the number 21.
Definitely.
He did.
I thought he better being a punt returner or something too. The only highlight play Chris Owens had to me was when you remember he chased 2011 we played the Vikings.
Yeah, he did.
Jesse Harvin ran 99 yards and he stopped at the 1 yard line, and we stopped the Jokers 4 straight plays while they was on the 1 yard line. That's the only highlight I remember for Chris Owens.
Yeah, God damn, boy, that's bad. You known for stopping somebody 1 yard short of a touchdown. That's your only highlight. Oh my God, that's bad.
But hey, man, let's get into free agency talk. You know what I'm saying? Since that's coming in a couple weeks, we all can give 1 or 2 people that we think that may be able to work in our system to see and hope for. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go first. I think mine is my 2 people. I like Marlon Mack, the Colts ex-running back. I like him. I think he'll fit good in this scheme with Arthur Smith as far as that running game. And especially we might be able to get him on a little deal because, you know, he's coming back from having an injury. So he's gonna have to work for all his money next year anyway. So go ahead and come to a scheme that got offensive playmakers, and it just ain't you to where you don't got to be the main person, the bell cow. And my second one, I like. Only reason why I like this, if I'm being honest, I know he's kind of trashy sometimes because of the moment he gave up versus the Vikings in the playoff game. But I do know he has some ties to Mr. Terry, the GM we got now, coming from New Orleans, the strong safety or free safety. I think Marcus Williams could be a shot based on what we do with our free safety and strong safety position as far as in house. If we let Keanu Neal and Demonte Casey go, I think he might go back to his ties and see what Marcus Williams wants to do as far as getting a division foe to come to us to play.
I like that. I like it.
I like that. All right, Mike, go ahead. What you got?
Man, I'm gonna say this. I think Smith is a guy that you kind of keep an eye on, being he has ties to Arthur Smith. To be honest, Smith and Arthur Smith and John gonna have two tight set for the most part, but as a safety out there that I think we should kind of keep an eye on. And I would Leonard Floyd, but I don't trust anybody playing against next side of Aaron Donald. I don't want to go up. I don't want to go up that ever again. But a safety.
It's something about the Rams, bro. Every time we get a free agent for the Rams, they bust on us.
Every time. Dang. I know a lot of people here talking about Zables and Mr. Old Man, who always running his off. Richard Sherman. I don't want no part. I don't want any parts of him, but good gosh, it's. I'm gonna say this. This probably be a shocker, but Sheldon Rankins.
I like that.
Ties to the Saints, and he's only 27-year-old. Yeah, he has Achilles injuries, but you can get a roommate next to Grady Jarrett who can rush the passer. You draft and you draft a guy who can be that nose tackle. It's like nose tackle. All you have to honestly know how to do is just beat team and take on double teams to be that point. But I like Sheldon Rankins. Those are my guys for free agency. Kind of keep an eye on. Like at this point, I mean, let's be real. We're going to get a Saints player. That's who he comes from. Like that's where we come from. Don't kid ourselves and think we're not going to get a Saints player, a former player, whether he's on a he was on a practice squad. We're gonna get somebody from the Saints. That's just inevitable. I mean, he's the general manager now, but he had a lot to do with a lot of free agents and things of that nature. A lot of these guys are free agents, and he kind of talked these guys into come in and taking lesser money. But they have security, being that he's now the general manager, so they will have security. So I'm thinking a guy like Sheldon Rankins could quite possibly be here in Atlanta.
I like those two for sure.
Yes, because I'm actually looking at the free agency list right now, and I know one name I saw on here that I kind of get with Mike on the defensive line, as he said with Sheldon Rankins, but Jarrell Casey, I've already said that before, but we're gonna do we're doing a completely different thing this time. Right. I want snacks. Anybody named Snacks is good with me. He's a space eater. That's what this defense needs, is a space eater.
They really do.
Is Snacks.
Yeah.
That sounds so damn typical. But there's another underrated name. I'm looking at this list right now, and I say Reuben Foster.
Mm.
Ooh, I like
I say
that.
Reuben Foster. You move Fourier to the outside. Let Reuben Foster take that inside with Dion. There you go. That could be Dion's workhorse guy that he can flow off of.
I like that one.
And he'll still have Fourier, and Fourier can still rush off the side, because, like y'all said, when Fourier was in pass rush situations last year, he looked better than damn near all our pass rushers.
All right.
Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely look at Reuben Foster. I like that.
Hey, one person we didn't bring up is Leonard Williams, though. How y'all feel about him? He's
Too
a free agent
expensive.
Yeah, he is too expensive.
Yeah. I love him next to Grady Jarrett. I think they'll be.
That would be monstrous, bro.
We ain't got no damn money, man. We still eating those what the noodles called? KSTYLZ? Where they at?
Man, hold on. Let me go ahead and pull them out right quick.
Where they at, though?
This is what we got right here.
That's what we at.
Man.
That's what we got there. That's all we can afford.
That's all we can afford. That's it.
I was straight to spade.
Yeah, because I about to say, if we had money, I'd say get Justin Simmons. If we had the money.
Oh,
They free agent tagged him. I mean, they what's called him? They tagged him.
They tagged him. They tagged him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tagged him.
So much for that. So much for that damn dream.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the top of this list. Actually, this year. Oh, yeah. Nah, I can't do that because he's kind of up there in age. I was gonna say Melvin Ingram, but yeah, I forgot he's up there in age too.
Oh, he like 33.
About 32, 33.
He got 3 more years though. He a rusher.
But yeah, we balling on the budget, bro. He's going to demand money. So like I said, I'm gonna stick with Snacks Harrison and Reuben Foster.
That's my two, and I'm sticking with it.
That's what I'm sticking to.
You know, one thing about the style that the Falcons are going to be playing is just like I keep telling people a lot of times, like, yeah, we don't have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of money, but it's like when you're playing the style of football that the Falcons and not only Tennessee, the Ravens, you can say Steelers to a degree, but they run it's a heavy defensive rotation. It's physical football. And when you're playing that physical style of football, you don't need a lot of, skill players. You just get big, nasty guys that can play the trenches. They can play the run. They can stop the run. They can tackle well. It's like, that's all you need. You can get these guys cheap, 4th round, easy. Like, you can get some nice players. Even offensive linemen. You can get these offensive linemen real cheap. And like even in free agency, those guys are very good players. But like a lot of these teams, they want guys that's going to be an immediate impact. But sometimes when you playing that, that run the ball, play action style, you don't really need like look, we just name a bunch of players like Jonathan Babano. We got him in the 2nd round, bro.
Yeah,
2nd round. We got Adrian Claiborne. The dude wasn't even like we got him for cheap. He was one of our main guys in doing the Super Bowl run. So it's like, look, you don't need to spend a lot of money for quality players. You just got to find those quality players, give them a nice deal, draft well, and stick to that scheme. We don't stick to that
system.
scheme.
Yeah, that's a big concern from us, man.
Oh, here's some other names too that I looked at that might be very interesting too, and they kind of stick to the same positions that I'm talking about. Jared Davis out of Detroit, like you said, that's something that you can get for real cheap. Mm-hmm. But like I said, he can be a very productive inside linebacker. Like I said, Dion just needs somebody to let him run free. Juke Talk Sports in the building. What's going
What's
on?
good, Juke? What's good?
And Maurice Amy, yes, Snacks is a 3-4 nose tackle. That's what he do. That's why they nickname him Snacks, because he's eating every time.
And if we being honest, man, Snacks pretty much looks good in every team he's went to.
Exactly.
That defense looks good every time.
Exactly.
Yo, they crazy. They said do-rag Jew. It's a good question, Reggie. Does the scheme make the players, or does the players make the scheme? See, it depends on what area you're talking about. In high school, it's the players. College, it's the players. In the NFL, the scheme makes the players, man. Because these are all athletes that's been doing it for a long time. Exactly. To get on this type of platform to the NFL, it takes more than just skill. You got to be able to read that playbook, player. That scheme matters, especially on the defensive side of the ball. People think that, if they're fast and they can hit, they'll make plays. Nah, it ain't that simple, man. If you don't break down before you tackle, it's going to be hard to make a tackle. Like, come on, man. People got to understand that scheme matters a lot.
Well, go ahead.
My bad, man. I about to say, it would be some fucked up shit if the Falcons get Nicole Roby Coleman.
You talking about Mr. guy who stopped the Super Bowl?
You need to stop, bro. You need to stop. Don't.
That'd be so fucked up right now.
Man, Terry ain't gonna pick that guy up, bro. Terry not gonna pick him up, bro.
Oh no! He mad at him for life.
Yeah, that's a wrap. and the Rams look so terrible in that Super Bowl too. So I know he probably thinking, man, we had a chance to win that game.
Right.
they ain't gonna pick up the road. Did you see somebody else that looked interesting?
I about to say I was gonna let Mike finish his statement. I know I kind of cut him off a little bit. I let him finish.
He pretty much said it, man. Just answering that question. His question: Does the player make the scheme, or the scheme make the player? Like, this is the NFL, man. It's like everybody's good in the NFL. Everybody had their moment in college. So you come to the NFL, you got to be, above that. It's like everybody talk about Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round, but it's like Tom Brady was still a quality player in college. Like, he just need to come in. It's like a lot of those guys. Like, the reason why you got guys like Jake Fromm, Tim Tebow, that like they was, they were dominant in college, but they came to the NFL. Everybody's dominant in the NFL. So if you don't have a proper scheme to put these guys in the proper scheme, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you run a 4-2. Like, look at John Ross. That motherfucker fell off the face of the earth, bro. That motherfucker run a 4-1 something, and that motherfucker, you ain't heard from him since.
Hamstring issues.
Hey, don't forget the other guy that ran the 4-1-9-2, Mr. Dree Archer himself.
That's a bust of all busters.
Mr. Dree Archer.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, man, because my homies are still a fan. He was on the show one time, Fabo. Fabo got so highly of Archie. He runs a 4-2. He's gonna be leaving people. I said, all right, until you get tackled. That speed don't matter, bro. Unless you Devin Hester, it don't matter. They better learn.
See, I think where a lot of us kind of get infatuated with those 40 times like that, but we also have to realize they're running in track uniforms with nobody with
exactly
in a controlled environment.
That's a fact.
Like I said, we can name some 4-2 guys that were fast as hell, but ain't amount to shit. Like you said one of them in John Ross.
Chris
trash.
Chris Owens.
Go ahead.
Definitely Chris Owens. Definitely.
Chris Owens, yes, that's another one. I know you remember Troy Williamson. I know you remember that name.
Don't he play for the Raiders?
Nah, he was the one that got drafted with the
Minnesota.
Vikings because he was supposed to.
Oh, okay, yeah. Bust.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the replacement for Randy Moss.
No such thing.
He ran like a 4.29 or something like that, and couldn't amount to nothing. So, hey, like I said, like basically is going to the question here. Like I said, the game is won in the film room. The game is won in practice. The game, like I said, the game is won Monday through Friday. That's where your game's winning.
Talk spicy, K.
Sunday is just a combination of what you did Monday through Friday.
Absolutely.
That's what makes the NFL. That's why they say the NFL, like I say, anybody can goddamn get it in the NFL because you got to be able to do it in the film room. You got to know the plays. You got to know the cadences. You got to know all that. Like, it's mental. It's all up here. It's 90% mental.
How the defense or offense plans to attack. What's the first 15 plays you starting out with? You got to remember the first 15.
Yeah. And after that 15, you basically freestyling from there.
Hey, football is about timing, man. And just being an athlete ain't gonna help you unless you're Julio Jones, of course. But Julio Jones I think he's so different, man, because he knows the game itself. Like, he's one of them type of players that can teach it to you and play it. Not too many players can do that.
What I always say Julio Jones is, he is the Professor Xavier of everything. He can get in everybody's. All he needs to do is look at your toes, look at your feet, look at your shoulder, look at your equipment, and look at your eyes with the body language. Like, he knows you better than you know yourself, and that allows him to beat everybody. Because, like, look, the man, Patrick Peterson, is without a doubt a Hall of Famer. Nobody can say this man is not a Hall of Famer. He made Patrick Peterson look like a rookie.
A baby.
Like, the dude had 200 and something yards on one of the greatest cornerbacks in the history of the game.
Don't forget Nnamdi Asomugha in 2012 versus the Eagles.
Oh, man. Oh, look at KSTYLZ.
Hey, Nnamdi went on a streak of where he was like the top 3 for like 3-4 years. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Go ahead, man.
Hold on. Y'all gonna make me rant, okay? If I see another motherfucker say DK Metcalf is the new Julio Jones, I'm gonna slap the living shit out of you. When I see y'all, like, stop, okay? That man is not Julio Jones. Just because he big like him and he can run fast and he chase somebody down like every other receiver in the game has done that. You seen him plenty of receivers chase somebody down. I seen Roddy White chase somebody down from behind before.
Versus the 49ers.
Come on, bro. Like, he's not Julio. Like just because he looked like him, like, come on, stop trying to compare Julio as an alien, bro. This motherfucker had 300 yards and he looked like he wasn't getting tired. 300 yards in the game and he looked like he wasn't getting tired. He could have kept going. Stop it.
259 yards in the snow in Green Bay and still sat out a lot of plays.
Come on, bro. Stop.
Could have had 300.
This dude said DK Metcalf is the next David Boston.
Y'all wildin'.
Wow.
Y'all wildin', bro.
That's crazy. See, the thing with Julio is a tactician. He's a technician out there,
bro.
DK, see, right now, DK is just working on his freak of nature ass ability right now.
That's it. Yeah,
that's what. But like I said, because once he gets to year 4, if his technique ain't getting, if his technique don't show, he's gonna start regressing real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that kind of showed though when he plays versus impact players as far as corners. He don't versus Jaylen Ramsey.
Jaylen Ramsey, Jaylen Ramsey. Yeah, because at the end of the day, see, the one thing that I say with DK Metcalf, DK Metcalf got certain tendencies that gives away his routes.
Mm-hmm.
because he's so used to using his athletic. He's just used to using his big body and athletic ability. And that's what Jaylen Ramsey said. That's what a lot of the top corners will say is, like I said, he will give away his routes before he even run them. Julio is not, you don't know what the hell he's going to run.
No, you don't.
See, Xavier Rhodes was one of the only corners in the NFL to really give Julio pause because he catches that little microscopic thing that Julio does that we don't see.
And all he was basically saying that he just sped up his running. Like all he said, he called on to Julio coming out of the huddle. Like that's the only thing he caught. Like he didn't catch, the minor details of his route running. He just said when Julio come out of the huddle, he speeds up just a little bit because he know he's getting the ball. But like even that still doesn't matter because you still gotta deal with the dude because he's 6'3", 200 and something. Like you still gotta get him.
But Xavier kind of faced Julio most times when he was injured though.
Right, exactly.
Right. He never saw Julio full speed like Patrick Peterson and Nandi and those type of players. Because even Jaylen Ramsey, if it wasn't for Matt Ryan and them damn Aaron Donald sacking him every time, Jaylen Ramsey was fooled 2 years ago. He was open multiple times, and it looked like Julio was just jogging. In all honesty, it looked like he was going full speed. I haven't seen Julio go full speed in a while. Like he purely beats people off routes nowadays. Like it's rare he uses his speed anymore.
You remember when I kept telling people, I've said this over and over again. I don't want Julio playing every single down anymore.
Nah,
I don't want him because why? You have to preserve yourself, and being one of the top receivers in the game, you start to learn that you don't have to go 100 all the time. All you got to do is get open. That's the name of the game. Get open. Learn how to get open and learn to fight another day. That's where Julio Jones is at right now. That's why you see the Falcons take him out on first down when he get a big play. Why? Because you got Calvin Ridley. We don't need Julio to be an every down receiver. We got Calvin Ridley. We got Aiden Hurst. We got a good offensive line. We don't need those guys to be the guy because, like, one thing we do know is that these contracts are getting bigger, which means you're going to have to learn how to preserve these big-time players like Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, instead of wearing these guys out. Like, you looking at Dallas right now, like, they don't wear the hell out of Zeke. Zeke ain't even the same player. So it's like, look, man, you got to learn how to protect these players.
Too many carries.
Yes, sir.
He was getting a lot of carries in the first 3 years. And I don't gonna lie, man, Russell Gage is starting to really catch my attention as far as his route running too, though. I'm starting to really like how Russell Gage, because I started watching some film over. I had watched the Seahawks game over, and then I watched the Chargers game over. And Russell Gage was killing on those routes, man.
Man, the thing about that, Russell Gage wasn't even known. He wasn't even a starter at LSU. Man was
special teams.
He came to Atlanta and learned how to run routes. Why? This is the reason why I keep telling people, it's like, y'all are fucking stupid if you want to trade Julio. Julio is a living legend at receiver. He's willing to teach these guys how to be receivers. So you get rid of Julio Jones. Who's to say we're going to still see the Calvin Ridley that we're seeing today? Calvin Ridley might get lazy. It's like, I don't know, arrived. Because he wasn't that good at Alabama at running routes. He was good at Alabama, but he wasn't as good of a route runner until he came to Atlanta. He completed his training. But again, you got Julio Jones. This is the reason why you keep these legends around like Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald done turned that team to what it is right now. That team is something because he was unselfish. He wasn't selfish. That's the reason why Arizona is in the place it is right now. That man could have easily gone somewhere and got him $20 million off the rip. Played 2 years with a team, got $20 million and kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. Nope. He stayed there, got paid $7-8 million guaranteed from year to year and taught these guys how to be professionals. That's what you want here in Atlanta.
And you know what's crazy, Mike? You really hitting up that tree, man, because receivers are some of the most divas. You don't really see receivers helping their other partners out.
Right.
And Atlanta is king of that. Like Roddy White did that for Julio. Tony G did that for Roddy White and Julio. Algie Crumpler was willing to teach. Like most people that come out of this organization, as far as Hall of Fame players, they teach their counterparts. They don't mind teaching. They don't mind staying after. You never hear Julio complain about staying 30 to 45 minutes extra to work on time and to work on helping his other receivers with routes.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Christian Blake is going to be an animal.
Yeah.
Like Taylor is an animal because of Julio and Mohammed Sanu. Like they teach each other, and that's a good thing. Yeah.
And also, and think about it like this too, and that's what Mohammed Sanu did as well.
Yes, sir. He absolutely did. He taught these guys how to be professional, man.
Yeah. So with a lot, like you said, what a lot of people are saying about get rid of Julio, this is one of the aspects of a veteran player, that is at the top of his game. This is an aspect that most teams don't have. Like you said, is willing to have that mentor, having a mentor on a team that's actually the best on the team. Because like you said,
Go ahead.
Larry Fitzgerald is a prime example of that. He is the prime example of that. This dude only had a good quarterback maybe 3 years out of his career. He was almost out of Arizona before Kurt Warner got there.
He only had Kurt Warner, like damn. Carson Palmer, but like that's eesh.
Yeah.
Man.
And he stayed through that.
He stayed through all of that, man. And that's why I said like when you get a receiver, especially a receiver that's willing to teach guys how to be professionals, man. It's like I don't care if Julio is not Julio that we remember, that we love. As long as he can keep teaching these guys. And there's an aspect of coaching that a lot of people don't understand either. It's like sometimes a coach can't get to a player. Maybe I can talk to Kstlyz better than I can talk to Terry. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I'll say the real name. But
hey, it is what it is. Hey.
Listen, I got stalkers, man. You can't be saying my real name right here.
I know.
Hey,
man. But that's how I go. Go ahead.
I was about to say, remember this past season. Remember when Julio was out? What was Julio doing on the sideline all those games he was out?
Yep.
Teaching.
Yep.
Teaching. Like you said, the players could be good. They might not be good. But it's the fact that he is willing to teach.
Absolutely.
Is the biggest difference between being a star and a legend in the game.
Absolutely.
I'm also getting you contracts too, though. The receivers under Julio's tutelage, they've gotten contracts too. We got to keep that. Marvin Hall for the Dolphins. I mean, he went to the Lions for a year. Taylor Gabriel, you know he got a contract.
I mean,
like Mohammed Sanu,
who got a chance to win a championship? They didn't win it, but it's like he got a champion. He got a chance to win a championship because of Julio. That's big, right?
Yes. So like you say, even if it's like somebody, you have to respect your legends. You have to respect your good players.
Absolutely.
You got to. Because, like I said, it could be one of these situations to where, okay, you might not see another player like this for a while.
Yeah.
We done been down that road for a while, too. There's a lot of teams that's been down that road.
Yes.
Like I said, we can go down the Ashley Lee route again. Do you want to go down that route?
No, Mike Jenkins. I'm good.
Mike Jenkins.
Think about that.
Loren Robinson, Leonard Hankerson. You want to go down that route again?
I'm good on that one, dog.
Well, hey man, we didn't did a crazy show today.
Damn,
Best
yeah.
free agents, worst free agents, legends of Atlanta Falcons, man. Mad Mike, Kstlyz, AFN, bro. We lit. Think about this, man. It's only March. Just
Yeah.
imagine when it hits summer and we get to talk about training camp, man, and
Ooh, boy.
after and roster cuts and preseason and the regular season again. Like the just the fact that we're able to go back 10 years of a whole decade and still name players and tell you stats and things they did throughout the season and the games, that shows something, man. So make sure that y'all stay tuned into these channels, bro, because we got a bunch of heat on the way. Miss Maggie with Let's Exchange is dope. Check out that content. Jew Talk Sports, the man with a plan. If you need knowledge, go to him. Kstlyz. If you want the pictures, you want the honesty, the pure honesty, come to Kstlyz. Mad Mike is not just known for rants, guys. He knows film breakdown. He knows players' position. He knows coaching, draft, all that. So make sure y'all stay in tune to the AFN channel. I appreciate the platform. I appreciate all the followers that stayed in tune for these whole 2 hours and 10 minutes. Like, we did a whole show here, man. So stay locked in. And also, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Twisted Torch TV. I just dropped 2 videos this week. Check those out. I appreciate all y'all, man. And show love on this Saturday night. Appreciate y'all. Y'all got anything y'all want to say?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say appreciate everybody out here. Just make sure you follow your boy Just Kstlyz and Atlanta Falcon Nation. I am Just Kstlyz. Yes, that's the whole thing. You have to say the whole thing. I'm on the road to 1,000 myself. I got about 815 more subscribers to go for that. So that's gonna take a while, but like I said, I'm trying. I'm just doing this thing just to entertain not only y'all, but to entertain ourselves, because this is therapy for us.
Absolutely,
especially when it be in the off season.
Yeah.
And Reggie said, "Are we doing any coverage on the fan control football league?"
No.
I'm like, I don't think. I'm not gonna do it. I'm like I said.
Sober.
All right, Maurice Amy said, "Thanks, guys. Y'all brought us some good stuff this time around." Let me go ahead and put that up there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We appreciate you. Like I said, that's all we can do. Tavon Walker said, "Harry Douglas." I'd rather take Russell Gage, to be honest with you. Well, back to what I said. Like I said, you just make sure you follow everybody's platforms. We appreciate, T, we appreciate you bringing us on, man, because, I love talking football. I like it. You brought back a lot of memories today. I'll tell you that much.
Good and bad.
Exactly. Mostly bad, but some good ones, too. So, yeah, that's just at Just Kstlyz. Like I said, y'all just follow. Like I said, I do Falcons. Try to do Hawks. I just do a bunch of I just do some random stuff. At the end of the day, I just got to make somebody laugh at least. If I make one person laugh, I did my job.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, man, y'all already know what to do. If you have not already, please head over to Atlanta Falcons Nation. Hit that subscribe button over there. Our quest to 1,000. Man, I can't wait to really get to the season, man. We already like y'all stay with us regardless of the fact, man. And that right there in itself just showed not only that you recognize real, and a lot of these people out here, they claim to be real Falcon fans, but they still, I haven't seen a video on their channel in a long time. We're talking about a long time. And then when they drop a video, they talking about Justin Fields every other video and 2 other videos. I want to sign Justin Fields in free agents. I want to draft Justin Fields as a free agent. I want to have a coach from Georgia so he can have a relationship with goddamn Justin Fields. Like they want to put his mama on the team. They want to put his sister on the team. They want to put everybody on. Justin Fields. All right, you're not gonna get that here. You're gonna get everything. You're gonna get real football. You're gonna get real entertainment. And like I said, man, enough with these goddamn narratives. If it happens, it happens. But I'm tired of talking about Justin fucking Fields. Okay, let's play some real football. All right, let's get to some real football talk and get down to this drive. The free agency come, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. I'm with that shit today. I'm with it. I've been on it for a minute. All right, I've been on it for a minute. I don't know how long it's gonna last because I might get in trouble, but just enjoy the randomness for me right now. Just for right now.
Hey man, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, Mike. You getting us through our days on these rants, bro. Cause Twitter be going kind of crazy, man. Twitter's going a little bit crazy, bro. Like, hey, all you Falcons fans, we gotta chill on these lies, bro. If it happens, it happens. Like Mike said, bro. We're not looking for it, but if it happens, but we all know they will be sitting for 1 year if it does happen. 2 years, and like no one's coming in and starting. So I don't know why y'all just. Get your hands out your head thinking this gonna happen like that, bro. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I have no idea about it. I don't know. It could like I said, man. I'm not against any change. That one thing I don't really care about. Like everything come to a change. The man been here 13 years. It could very well be coming to an end next year, this year. I don't know. We don't know. So I'm just gonna enjoy the moment. But I'm just tired of talking about one player. We got a whole 53-man roster. One player ain't gonna change what we got here. So with that being said, man, y'all go and hit that subscribe button. Hey man, that's all I got to say about that, man. And I'm out.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the AFN family. Appreciate all the fans that locked into us on Saturday night, man. Hey, if you didn't get a chance to watch the show, run it back. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Shouts out to y'all, bro. We fans and y'all fans as well. Fans of fans, bro. Appreciate y'all. Twisted Torch TV, AFN, we out. Peace.